Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z, and it is WarCraft Day. Welcome to another episode of Replay Request. This is going to be a replay request by none other than Jocke, who is spawning as the dark blue orc player on the top right side of this map. He will face up against Cezaro, not the wrestler, but you know what I mean. Anyways, he's gonna face off against Cezaro, who is spawning as the purple night elf at the bottom left. Map is going to be Concealed Hill. Finished casting again. Already pointed out a good number of stuff that he needs to take care of while playing. And so let's see how many things I can point out in this. I don't have booster on though. Booster is on, it's kinda easier to track things. Try and set it up now. Maybe it'll come up. So Jocke's gonna go in for something that he has been a bit fond of doing as of late. Going with the Farseer build where you put down the War Mill there as well. Wait a moment. The Farseer build, have to wait for the altar to come up. This will potentially be the Core Chieftain as well. Cezaro gonna go in with the Demon Hunter. Classic idol choice there. Going to be Shadow Hunter actually. It's not even going to be Tor Chieftain. It's not going to be Farseer. It's actually going to be Shadow Hunter. So I think Jocke's gonna go in with Headhunters, and he's also going to go with Serpent Wards. I think this combination can work out really well against Night Elf players that, by the way, Huntress's Dryads take a lot of damage from piercing attacks. Like, piercing attacks is really one of the really good ways of defeating Night Elf players. And let's see how this turns out to be. Map is of course Concealed Hill. You got the contested gold mine in the middle. Usually contested for the camp than the actual gold mine, because nobody would actually want to put down the gold mine in the middle there unless until you want to sneak it. Relatively easily defendable expansion, but not really that easy to creep out. You got Goblin Merchant nearby you, Tavern nearby you, Goblin Lab nearby you. A lot of things accessible there. Cezaro gonna begin his creeping there with the Demon Hunter, tank a lot of damage. What's the item he's gonna get? He's gonna get a Slipper of Agility. Pretty good for the Demon Hunter, must say. Jocke hasn't begun any creeping yet. First spell that he went in for is, of course, Serpent Ward, and Serpent Ward is gonna tank damage there for the time being, while the Shadow Hunter calls for the aggro on itself there. Takes out the big guy with ease, brings up protection +3, and okay, now I think that's enough number of Serpent Wards. I think going with just 2 of them is just fine. Although they don't really, Serpent Wards don't really cost you a lot of mana. If you look at the mana pool right now, he's still like at 180 against 255. So if you like divide there, that's really not a lot of mana per Serpent Ward. So Jocke's gonna concentrate on getting all of the upgrades for his Headhunters, getting the attack upgrades, perhaps getting some defense upgrades as well, the regeneration upgrade for the trolls, and of course the late Berserker upgrades. You also wanna try and get your tech done as soon as possible. Is Jocke food block? Jocke, you're not food block. I don't think you need to place that burrow at this point. You want to get your tech up first, then you want to place your burrow. Oh, hey there, Rook. How you doing, man? It's good to have you on the stream. So, I'm just casting a game from the replay request. I have your game as well. I'm gonna do that as well. Don't worry about it, eh? Your game as well. I haven't forgotten about it. So, Jocke getting 0 to level 2, Cezaro, same point. Both of the players so far so good at similar positions in this game right now. Jocke getting the modified Oath starter pack, getting a Cloak of Shadows, pretty cool item, pretty cool after the latest updates as well, where now the cloak allows you to hide during the daytime. And hey Rook, I think you remember from last year where we were casting a tournament game. You said something about respect the cloak, baby. So the cloak just got like a big upgrade within some of the patches. Yeah, Elf looks bad. Yeah, I guess you're right. This elf is kind of bad. Okay, Peon Steve. Peon Steve moment here. Jocke just sent out his scout Peon, who I have named Steve, and Steve usually gets murdered, and this time will be no different. You will be remembered, Steve, for the peon that died for nothing. Hashtag reference from Battle for Azeroth. Illusionary Demon Hunter making his way towards Jocke's base, detecting a couple of stuff. Jocke getting a Shredder, something I believe is going to be super useful for him. Shredders drop out a lot of wood. And one drop off of them can actually help you get to tier B real soon as well. You're gonna need a lot of wood. If you're going in with headhunters, you're going in for the headhunter upgrade, you're gonna need a lot of wood. Would be a good time to put down one of the upgrades right now. You don't really have anything to do. Watchtower and that stuff, okay, sure. You already have a lot of things to do there, Jocke. So it's gonna be a good opportunity for you to put down an upgrade on the war mill there. Just put it down there. Once you're getting near to get supply blocked, then put down a burrow. Don't put it down when you are supply blocked. That's gonna be a really bad maneuver there. So Cezaro going for tier 3. This is not like a double Rax archer thing, double Ancient of War archer thing. He is getting marksmanship. He's getting Ancient of Lore as well. So I think this is going to be archers, mountain giants. I think that can be a good way to deal with their opponent, although there has been no scouting done by Cezaro yet. Cezaro, being an idle player, can scout so easily. All he has to do is plant his wisps at some key locations. Just set in wisp out, have them look at the opponent's base, and plant them at some really key locations like this one, this one. A lot of times they're gonna go undetected, and even if they get detected, all you gotta do is detonate them. More creeping, may end up looting the archer. That's bad. That is really bad. Keeper of the Grove making his way to outside the altar right now. Jocke gonna go in for the second hero? I think he is. Jocke will go in for a Torrent Chieftain, appears. I must say, a good set of items there. Scroll of the Beast, which most of the amateur players forget about using all of the time. It's a really potent item. Use it. Use it during full-scale assaults. Ring of Regeneration. This is pretty good on the Torn Chieftain. Ring of Protection, Torn Chieftain, Cloak of Shadows. I would say again, just give it to the Torn Chieftain. He's gonna be able to benefit from that much more than the Shadow Hunter, because the Shadow Hunter is ranged and even with melee, he's gonna beef. He's gonna be the beef that takes all the damage from the front line there. Side of Cezaro transfers the TP to the Keeper of the Grove there. Super of Agility brings some protection and some heal potion. Have enough firepower there. Need to be a bit careful there now. Not entangling any of the units. At least not yet. First Mountain Giant making his way towards the fight. Second one coming in. Yeah, as I assumed, Cezaro will go for the Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants can do a fair job against Headhunters. He can take a lot of damage. They're beefed up, and Nidal players, being Nidal players, can use Staff of Preservation to just TP them away. And archers with all of the attack upgrades, marksmanship and everything, they can attack from the back line. And it can be a good thing. You're already at 47 supply right now, so if you detonate a Wisp, you can train 2 more archers, and I think that would be the way to go. But no, it appears that Cezaro will go in for Dryads. He's already gonna be capped at no upkeep, the 50 food there. Gonna have to break upkeep to get another one. Scourge, Bone Chimes, good item, but not for this scenario. The only unit that benefits from this would be the Torn Chieftain himself, and really rather just sell it off and have it. What would have been better for Jocke would have been a Flute of Accuracy, definitely. Expansion being put down by Jocke. He's selling it off yet though. Going in for the contested gold mine. I like it how you can draw the attention towards the ward, get it to tank the first hit, and then get your other tanks in. This is kind of a thing in WarCraft right now. The AI will prioritize on units while being attacked between units and wards. So have the ward tank the first hit and then put in your main thing. Since the wards are not meant to tank damage, they're just gonna take just about the damage that they can. And oh, the Torn Chieftain's gonna fall. No, here comes an opponent, Cezaro! Burn, mana burn! No, Cezaro does not use the mana burn. Wow, that's a big blunder now. Cezaro could have easily used the mana burn before the healing wave, and easily could have taken out the Torn Chieftain, in my opinion there. Easily could have used Entangling Root, easily could have used Taunt. There were so many options for Cezaro, yet he kinda goofed it up there. Pretty bad. Jocke's expansion is up, but not fully operational yet. Rook pointing out a good thing there. Luckily Elf is awful. Elf ought to take a couple of training lessons from Rook someday. Love to have Rook on commentary with me sometime. I think it'll be a good combination. Rook and MrStormyZ casting in some replay requests of some terrible players and giving them advice. Cezaro going in towards the expansion, takes down the towers, now going in for the gold line. Here comes Jocke. Not really sure if Jocke has enough firepower to deal with the mountain giants. Here comes the roar! Roll of the beast. Big stomp there, but that's really all the Torn Chieftain is going to be able to do so far. Jocke attacking the mountain giants, and I don't think he should be attacking them. He should be attacking the back line. Should be taking down the dryads. And now once he focused his attention towards the back line, Cezaro is going to TP away. Jocke saying, well, that was something. As I said, you don't really want to focus on the mountain giants. They don't deal a lot of damage. They're slow as hell, and if you're gonna try and kill them, that's as good as bashing your head against a wall. Don't really want to do that. You want to first kill all of the other units and then focus your attention on mountain giants. They will eventually go down. Jocke says, hey, I'm not that terrible. No, you could have easily just put in the no you joke there and be like, I'm not terrible, you're terrible. Says, yeah, haha. I would love to have you. Hey, someday, brother, someday. Torn Chieftain gonna be revived from the altar. Rook has a good question. Jocke, why you requested this game? Well, Jocke is kind of a novice player actually, Rook. He's doing his best to improve, I guess, but pretty novice compared to Berserker's coming in. Berserker upgrade is already online. Originally, I was gonna go Shamans here, but then I remember Dryads have Dispel! So went Witch Doctors instead. Well, the thing about Dryads is that if your opponent doesn't really have that many Dryads, the Dispel is really not gonna matter. And the Abolish Magic spell, the Dispel spell of the Dryad, is a single target thing there. Single target Dispel. It's automatic. You can set it to automatic and then the Dryads will Dispel automatically, but it's not going to be that big of a blunder to you. You can still use it. I mean, these many number of units against these many Dryads, that Dispel is really not going to work out. Heal wave across, right, fight coming in, and now Jocke should focus his attention towards the archers. You got a lot of firepower, use it on the weak HP units. The archer is going to go down really easily. Also, you should sell off the Scourge Bone Chimes. There's really no reason to have it, considering the fact that you have a ranged army and not a melee one. I understand. I thought Jocke was Gosu. Oh, Jocke's gonna be Gosu real soon. I'm gonna train Jocke, and he's gonna be Gosu real soon, brother. Why is this ogre outside? Why did it wander away from the pact? It's gonna pay the price for wandering away from the pact. Cezaro now having like more number of mountain giants. More witch doctors incoming, and of course the witch doctors will share the regeneration upgrade. And whoa, a warden! A warden being picked as the third hero for Cezaro. Wardens are pretty decent. Fan of Knives can be upgraded, and that can actually tear these monsters down bits by bits. If Cezaro can execute that well, but right now you're in a scenario where nearly all the creeps on the map had been taken down. Keeper went Torn Aura. Show the damage there. One more creeping Jocke. That's a lot of units actually. You usually don't go for that. Yeah, like you don't usually camp for that long to go for that many units. You only have like 50% of what you have, and you're already attacking your opponent. That's how normal games work. You can get there until while you're attacking though, but you usually end up losing some units while attacking, and that's gonna be a scenario here. Backing out after losing a Berserker there. First target was a Demon Hunter, but that's not what Jocke should be targeting. Stomp across. Warden is squishy. Warden is super squishy. Fan of Knives, but Fan of Knives level 1 is really not going to be that effective. Warden is hiding though. Keeper goes down. Jocke doing the right thing of taking down the archers one by one. Weak HP units are the first target, and he's also placed down the stasis wards! Stasis wards! What a scene. Warden and Demon are surrounded by trolls. And that ends the game there. So that's gonna be all for today's replay requests. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me through this stream. As mentioned earlier, anybody and everybody is encouraged to send me replays to cast. I will be having a look at it. Know more as to how you can send me replays and join my Discord server. Link to that is on the Twitch panel and in the description of the YouTube video. Thanks you all for joining in. And what a game, lol. Indeed there, Rook, what a game. I will see you on the next episode of WarCraft. Yay!